And you're going to act. Here we go. And anytime, get yourselves ready. And speed.
Come in then. Give me the coat.
I'm fine.
Give me the coat. Leave your wellies off.
I can't stay.
Take them off. One. The other. Good. This is summer weather. Jesus. Look at the rain. Is Noah behind you? That's it. You're in. Mercy, don't look, Anthony. For the love of God. The house is in ruins. You'll think me a claddy woman.
No, not a bit. It's not a bad time.
What would I be about other than cleaning? Which I haven't done in weeks.
What are you saying? You're daft. The floor is gleaming. It's sterilized.
It is not. You're blind. And the walls are yellow with old smoke. Me mother left me with this coffin stove and the linoleum like sludge.
Your mother will never be dead while you're alive, Rosemary. You see disaster where others see green fields.
If it weren't for the rare signs from heaven, I'd have nothing in my mind but doom.
Rare signs from heaven.
Here they are. Sit down before your legs go.
No. I'm all right. I have a handkerchief.
How long has that been in your pocket?
Well, I don't know.
Take the towel. Give that over.
Hey, don't bother with me. I can't stay. I'm just here for the minute. You know, I'll come back.
Come back, will ya? You haven't been in my house in 3 years. And when you come at all, you hang outside like a wild creature.
Well, all houses are strange, are they not? Why come in?
What are you saying?
It's like being nailed in a crate.
My house?
No, any house.
You're having me on. What would you do in the rain? Put that weed whacker down and rest your bones.
It's not a weed whacker. It is the finest metal detector known.
People think you're after bombs from Pakistan with that thing.
Jeez, can a man have a hobby without calling down Judgment Day?
Sir, I've seen you roaming the cow path more often than not with that thing. You're becoming famous in the wrong way. What are you after besides the odd treasure?
Unexpected stuff. Coins, maybe?
You want coins? I've got them spilling out of that dish there.
No, other coins than that. All bets and metal buttons. Last week, I found the keys to a Jaguar.
Now you just need the car and you're off to the races. Would you take a Guinness from the bottle?
No. It's no use. I'm just here for the minute.
No visitors with me, or I don't know why. They say this new bottle Guinness is as good as the pub, but that's a lie. But it's not too bad, maybe.
Does it taste of glass?
It does.
No. Hey, don't open it. Don't open it.
I'm going to open it.
No, don't.
It's done. I've opened it.
Please.
It's useless but to drink now.
All right. If you will open it, if you have opened it, if you must open it, share it with me.
Me? I couldn't.
Art in 2 glasses.
You're only saying that to divide the time in half you'll stay.
I'm telling you. Part in 2 glasses, sit and share it with me, or I won't touch it.
All right, Anthony. 2 glasses. You're the demon, tempting me with the drink.
Well, I'm no worse than the weather.
Oh, and we know how bad that is.
Sure, it's a great day for the rope, all right.
What do you mean?
It's a great day to be hanging from the rope.
Don't joke about the rope. With half the country hanging from the trees and bridges.
It's me joking, that's all.
It isn't funny. With the Celtic tiger belly up and people leaping off castles and cliffs.
I should jump myself and have done.
You know, the Chinese say, if you kill yourself, your ghost is trapped on earth until it can tempt another to do the same. Imagine that. Ghosts pushing at us to destroy yourselves.
The Chinese, is it? You're still on that. Have there been many of them bothering you?
They believe awful things. I read a book. I'll never go there after all. Do you think about it?
What?
Killing yourself.
What? No! Why? Do you think about it?
Suicide. I think a little else.
What are you saying? You're not
You
serious.
know, the only thing that stops me is my aunt. I think of Daddy and what he would want, and my hand just goes dead on my wrist. Otherwise, I'd be done by now in a blast.
What do you mean, what blast?
The shotgun.
Your father's old cannon. You still have it? What are you... You're not serious.
I am. I keep it behind the door there.
The 10 gauge? But why?
Against the depression.
You're depressed.
Are you serious? I'm shattered with depression. I'm shattered with the black clothes of depression.
No. But why?
Since I quit the cigarettes.
Oh, yeah, sure. I heard you quit. I heard you shaking off the damn smokes. That's very good.
It is not. I've thought of taking poison. I can't stand being alive. You can't know it. It's a madness. It's like a kettle boiling blood up into me head from down below. You know, feelings.
Jesus. Your own blood working against you. I can see it.
It's like a horror movie. It's only the rare signs from heaven that give me hope.
That's anxiety. That's all.
Is that the name for it?
Sure. I have it too. Comes over me in waves. It's nothing.
But you don't smoke.
No, but I should take it up. Help me fight off the anxiety eating me alive as it does.
It's feelings boiling up, isn't it?
Sure, I hate them. Feelings are useless.
Worse than a man. I can't stand a man with feelings.
A man with feelings should be put down.
You're right.
There's just not enough air in the world to suit me. Never has been. Modernization running roughshod over the spaces between things, the stars suffocating in the sky, and the dirt choking on itself.
And you roaming around with that gizmo. What's that but modern madness?
It's true.
So, you know, the first time I saw you with that thing was a week after Mom's funeral. I was awful low. I was looking out the window thinking, what now? And there you are over by the white hedge swinging that stick like you were teaching the grass to grow. Why'd you take it up?
Tony's not allowed to stop me, and it stops me from thinking.
I should get one. Thinking's worse than February.
The Guinness is good.
You like it?
Perfect.
It's not the pub.
No, it's not the pub, but neither do you have to drive down to the pub and face the Gardaí on the way home.
Oh, it's awful the way the Gardaí persecute the country folk with those stops.
Well, we weren't burdening ourselves with the automobiles on the black turns of the road. Did you read about the 6 college boys last week?
I read it.
Going 100 down a lane as wide as my leg. Spattered across the highway. A badger was licking the blood where the bodies were found.
I'll think of that detail as I drift off tonight.
No, don't.
I will. Imagine their mothers.
I won't do it. It's too awful.
You should come by more. Girl needs a chat.
Sure. Man does too. Rosemary, I have news.
I knew it.
No, you did not.
I knew there had to be something to get you within sight of the house.
'Tis true. Me cousin is coming from America.
Who?
Frank's son, Adam Riley?
Adam.
Yeah.
Imagine naming your son after the first man on earth.
Yeah, I suppose they did. He's going to want to be brought round.
They must have had the Bible open to the first page. What
I suppose so.
do you mean brought round?
He's going to want to meet people.
Which?
You'd be good.
Me?
Why not?
Why?
Well, if you want to know the utter truth, I believe Adam is coming from America in search of a wife.
A wife?
He has an idea that an Irish woman will be made of better stuff than those American girls he meets over there.
There's truth to that. And you want me to help him find somebody?
You could do that, I suppose.
How about Mary O'Connor?
Mary O'Connor. Woo, does she still have that whistling tooth?
Oh, she does.
And ankles like shackles spilling out of her shoes.
Hard worker, though. She can rip an aluminum can with her hands.
God love her. I was thinking somebody more like you.
Me, what? Who's like me?
Well, you are. Thought you could let him have a look at you.
Have a look at me in what way?
Your beauty?
My beauty.
Yes.
This is the first I've heard of it.
Oh, don't pretend you don't know you're beautiful, Rosemary.
Tony Riley,
Sure.
you've lived a rockstar since the day of me birth, and this is the first I've heard of beauty.
Oh, what? Are you going to denounce me for bringing it up?
And you want me to what? Stand in the shop window like one of those Euro floozies in Amsterdam?
What the hell are you talking about? Amsterdam.
Amsterdam, you know what I'm talking about. Amsterdam, naked woman on parade in the windows of Amsterdam.
We're talking about my cousin. He's a solid lad, and he's never even been to Amsterdam, I don't think.
And yet you would bring him round here to look me over like I was a red heifer.
Jesus, Rosemary, you weren't kidding about your smoking and giving it up. You're not yourself.
How would you know?
Your temper is rough.
Did he offer you money?
Who?
Your cousin.
For what?
Why would you agree to do something like that? You know, there's a name for it. It's human trafficking. That's what it is.
Human trafficking.
It's all over the news. You heard me.
He's a fine lad. And he's lonely.
Half the world is lonely and you wouldn't knock on my door about that. Look outside. Look at the rain and the empty land and the gloom and tell me why you haven't knocked on my door if loneliness made people knock on doors. What is it about this Adam that he's named after the first man on earth is still strange to me?
It's a common name, Rose.
Why for Adam do you knock?
I don't know.
Why not for yourself?
What's that?
Why not for yourself? If you find me beautiful and you lived a hen's kick since the day I began, why for yourself haven't you knocked?
Maybe I should come back another day.
Don't make me get the shotgun from behind the door, because I will.
Jesus, Rosemary, for the love of God, if it's gotten this bad, maybe you should go back on the cigarettes. There's cures for cancer easier
Put me back on the smokes, would ya? Bad cess to ya.
Hey, don't be putting a curse on me.
After all I've been through, sit down again.
I won't sit.
You will.
Calm down, then.
Drink your Guinness. Are you a homosexual?
What? What's
Are you gay?
mind?
Are you gay?
No!
Sit. Are you disabled?
No.
Amorphodite?
What the hell is a morphodite?
I don't know. Do you have something extra? Are you special somehow?
Will you remember that you see me at church?
I thought maybe you might find me ugly, and there's no answer to that. But when you go and give out that you find me beautiful and that you're not after the boys, well then why, in the name of Cinderella's shoes, would you give me away to this cousin you barely know?
It's a solid idea.
Foisting a stranger on me. Are you a pimp?
A pimp? No, I'm not a pimp. He's my cousin. He's a solid man. He's an earner. And he stands the same height as you.
What kind of a badge is that? A woman doesn't want the same height in a man. A man the same height as a woman is short.
What are you saying? Are you short?
No,
Then a man the same height isn't short.
he is.
That makes no sense.
You stand taller.
No, why would you look up at me when you can look straight ahead at him?
Because men are beasts and they need height to balance the truth and goodness of a woman.
There's no answer to blather like
Then don't answer that. Why? Why have you not knocked for yourself, Tony? You live on the same land I do.
Well, we're neighbors.
That should be a plus.
It's not.
It is. It is. I had reason to think that you'd make a move, but nothing came of it. I thought maybe it was the smokes that put you off, so I quit at last.
Wait, you gave it up in regards to me?
I did. And it broke me, I tell ya. It brought me to my knees. I only smoked so that I wouldn't feel while I waited. Now look at me. My eyes could set fire to Gomorrah. My emotions are unspeakable, Anthony, unspeakable.
Well, I never said a thing about the smoke.
You did. You spoke against them.
Well, I didn't mean it.
Oh, what do you mean, Tony? I've got no gift for reading your mind, though I've tried. When all seemed lost, I prayed for a sign, and sure, I got one as strong as a kick, but nothing came of it. And the years passed. You never came.
You got a sign?
As plain as grace.
The white heather?
No.
What was it?
What does it matter if you didn't come?
Well, I've had signs too, you know. They told me the reverse.
What?
I should never have come today.
Is it Fiona? Are you still mooning over
The
Fiona?
hell with Fiona! I opened my heart to her and she ran like fire. That's all there is to say.
What did you say to her?
Never mind that.
So there's the secret. Are you in love with another, other than Fiona?
Stop the cross-exam.
Are you without feelings in general?
No, I have feelings, so I'd rather not.
Do you have any feelings towards me? Or am I alone in this? Have you ever wondered what I wore when I wore less?
You've lost me.
Have you stripped me off down to the skin in your imagination?
Oh, shut up about that, Rosemary. I see you at church.
Do you know that I have a shape?
I don't know.
You know that I'm a woman, and that I have parts that are swollen up and exaggerated to attract the man, to make the man look where he's not supposed to look. Do you know I have a shape?
Yes, I know you have a shape.
Thank God for that.
Yeah, sure. I was raised on a farm and seen it all.
As have I, but you don't act it.
Well, how would I act? What would I do? Have my tongue swinging around?
Well, there's a good distance between winking and drooling.
Let's just leave it that I know the facts.
The facts.
I've seen it all.
Sure, you're a master at the game. It's one thing to look at the horses and another to look at your own breed at work. Wait,
What?
are you a virgin? Is that it? Or are you going to give me away to this cousin Adam out of ignorance of yourself?
What's come over you, Rose? You've been chased as a dog all my life. Now, all of a sudden, you're going on like a pirate. I never would have started saying anything if I knew we'd end up talking about everything. I always thought you were pretty, but I didn't think it right to say. That's
Why not?
all.
Why
What?
not?
Well, because we're neighbors and one thing leads to another and we live right on top of each other. I mean, no. It's because we live close by.
Well, what's wrong with one thing leading to another?
Because we already live on a patch. It's like sharing half a coffin, and if anything went wrong, God's mercy on us. I can hear your kettle whistle while I'm in the shed. We'd be throwing daggers over the fence.
You can't live against life, Tony. You can't avoid harm by avoiding good. What, would you spend your whole life swinging that electric detector over the land looking for buttons in the rain? Do you not want love?
Oh, what about you, Rose?
What about me?
You've turned down a dozen men over the years. You're notorious.
For what?
Nothing. You're notorious for nothing. For wasting your life and your great beauty smoking and moping and mopping your way to old age.
Well, I quit the smoking, and I'm damn well near the end of me mopping and moping, and there you are. You've done it again.
What have I done?
Called me beautiful and stopped there like a stone. Don't you understand? You're the reason I look at the shotgun.
Me? What did I do?
Why didn't you knock for yourself?
There's reason.
Look at my face and tell me.
I told Fiona and she ran like fire.
I'm not Fiona. Tell me.
Don't. I'm mad. I'm cracked. Leave
You're
it.
mad
Yeah, I'm genuinely off kilter.
because you hate people.
No, I don't hate no one. I have the Kelly madness. Don't make me say. Me own mom said don't say.
And yet you will say. I have sat here in this house for more years than my grandmother lived, waiting for you to notice my heart lighting the way up down the old green to you. Tell me why you haven't come.
I did come.
Never. When?
3 years ago. But I turned back right there at the hedge.
Why?
Because I'm mad. I'm cracked.
Why are you mad? How were you cracked?
Oh, you want to know everything? All right. Here it is. I believe that I'm a honeybee.
Say that again.
I believe that I am a honeybee.
But you live in a house, not a hive.
I think of it as a hive.
You can't fly.
I believe I can.
This is what you told Fiona?
This is what I told her, and she ran like wind.
And this is why you never told me I was beautiful.
That and the nearness of your farm to mine, and it's true, bees don't like smoke.
Well, I'm fed up.
With what?
All that stands in the way. I don't care if you think you're a bee, Anthony. I don't care if you are a bee. I'm half dying with living for you. Wait, do you think I'm a bee?
No.
You don't?
No, you're not a bee.
I'm not.
No.
May I know what I am?
You're a flower. The most beautiful bloom that grows.
You really think that of me?
Yes, and more. And it made me suffer like Christ himself when fellas try their luck with you.
Oh, Anthony.
But you should have married one of those men, my dearest girl, to end my torture, because I'm no good to nothing or nobody.
You're good for me.
No.
You knocked me down in the yellow grass when I was 6. And it's been you since then. My hands are glass from cleaning this kitchen, waiting, hoping the day would come that you would enter there and sit here. And the day has come.
No, that day has not come. Marry Adam, go to America.
You really want me gone?
Yes. Because I've had signs too. 3 years ago, I came to your door with my mother's ring in my pocket, and when I reached in the pocket, nothing. It was gone.
So that's what you've been doing with that gizmo. Looking for your mother's ring.
That I lost it was a sign a man like me should not marry.
Why not?
Do I have to say again? Because I think myself a bee! And
Well, I think that I'm a swan and no man made my mirror could unconvince me.
don't muddy the waters.
Why did you go on looking for the ring?
Because it's my mother's ring.
Bees don't have mothers with rings. Men do. And men give rings to women. Why?
Leave off.
What would you have done if you found it?
When?
Ever.
But I didn't.
But if you had,
Oh. I'd have offered it to you.
give us a chance.
But I couldn't find the ring.
Give us a chance, man.
If it was meant to be, I'd have found it.
We say what's meant to be like, Tony. Life is here. We name it. Can be bald for me.
But I already told Adam about you.
Tell Adam to go the hell to Amsterdam.
Would you leave off Amsterdam?
Tell him I'm yours.
But you're not.
Make me yours.
But I'm mad as a Kelly.
I don't care.
I fly around in my head like a tiny thing.
Look at me. Look at how I have no skin. So tender I am to you.
And I am a virgin.
Well, we'll solve that.
So I fly around like a little speck hovering over the grass. Even now, I'm choking being in the house. I'm only happy in the fields or near the window where I can feel the wind or imagine the wind on my wings.
You can have all that. You can have the wind and the fields, and you can have all the windows up. Here. Sure. You fool. Here's your ring.
What's this? You have it. My mother's ring.
I found it by the door 3 years ago.
Why didn't you tell me?
I thought it heaven sent to stop me from the suicide and give me hope.
3 years looking and there it is.
I asked for a prayer and there was my prayer's answer in my hand.
And the thing that kept me from knocking.
What do I have to do? Do I have to swat at you to get you to sting me? Because I will. You think of me as a flower. That's the sweetest thing.
No, we shouldn't be rash, Rose. We need to think. We're neighbors. We go to the same church. We kill each other eventually, and I should just fly off right into the air.
Think of me as the open door.
I never thought of you without fear.
Why no fear?
The pain of love.
Think of the pleasure. Take your ring.
Bad luck. Sure, it's yours. It always was.
I'm mad too, you know.
How are you mad?
You'll find out when it's too late.
Jesus. All those years wasted.
Who knows the way it should have been? There's beauty in this.
Will you take down the gates?
Never.
You know, the fields, the voice in the fields, it didn't say go. Not just that. It said go to her.
Look. Sky.
Buzz, buzz, motherfuckers.
Oh
Love.
oh my
Oh my god.
Oh my Lord. Sometimes in an acting class, actors do a really great job at a scene, and it's a great scene study. Sometimes actors do such great work it becomes an experience, and that's what we achieve in the Foundry. And every once in a while, actors do a scene and you are completely lifted out of your experience into a completely different universe. And for a while, you've totally lost track of your own life. Like that was, yeah. I can't speak. There were 10,000 outrageously brilliant moments. The two of you have, by the way, your use of props across the screen is hilarious. But the two of you have absorbed each other's physicalities and way of speaking, and you've made it so clear that these people were like carved for each other, you know, and just the audacious reactions and the way you, oh my God, Casey, I have a rich history of you blowing me away. This is blowing all that away. So good. Fucking hell. You people talk.
Wow.
I can't believe it. It was so great. It was so great. Hey, go, speak. You're unmuted, or unmute yourself and speak. Anybody. It was stunning. That won the record of number of chat messages.
It's a good one. It's a great one.
It's just like crazy. You just gotta go back and read all those messages.
Someone's got a loud radio or TV, Rachel.
That's me. I'm sorry. I went to go say something and then I got caught up. But you guys I'm so in love with you both. Like, Tim, you and I have a huge history of going back and forth and hating each other, but like, not actually, but just jokingly. But this is so genuinely serious. Like, you guys, I couldn't even pay attention to your acting because I was just so in love with you guys.
Yeah.
Like, I completely forgot by the end of it, like when Matthew brought up the beginning with the props, like the tongs with the handkerchief killed me. But by the end of it, I'd forgotten about it because I was so like enchanted by this moment that you guys were having, and I felt so like it felt so wrong to be there, but so right at the same time because I just like wanted to hug you both. But it, like I'm at a loss for words.
Yeah, I mean, that
Gone.
was really good, Rachel.
Yeah, I feel like it was almost, I feel dirty talking about it. You know what I mean? Like, it was just like,
yeah.
So thank you.
Laura, I say in classes all the time, the actor's job is to render the audience uncomfortable, that we actually feel uncomfortable, like, oh, this is really private, we shouldn't be watching this. But some of that uncomfortability was we sort of became them in that scene. And that was really weird to like live it through. There was 550 perfect moments, but a few of them were like Mary O'Connor. So great. You clearly both think she's a joke. It was so great. You two as actors you basically saturated yourselves in different moments of the scene and really worked out what they all meant to you. This is such out of like 1,000 moments that he's too sad you are, like the way you said it, and just that and Casey was killing me. Her hair actually became like a character in the scene. It would come down and then go back. She was like a mad woman. You could just, and he's so sweet. It took 2 weeks or so. You got it last week, but to find his right tone. But this week, you just owned it. It was exceptional. As an acting teacher, I have to say something that was exceptionally done was the cresting and then cascading ups and downs and waves. The dialogue would go like really fast and then back and forward and then slow down to a pause and then bam, nail us and then pick up again. And you guys had the perfect roller coaster. Some of that is by design because you've worked out the scene and you've worked on it and you've rehearsed it. And then part of it is, this is a grad class, so I don't. If I have Mark Wong, you did unbelievable work this week, and I'm very proud of you as an actor. And you're earlier actor. You don't have as much experience as these two people. So a lot of it is you just keep doing this kind of work over and over and over again. And suddenly that roller coaster of the scene, it's an ability to give into and let the scene guide you, which is a very, very, very difficult thing and has to be earned. Stunning. That was so good. It's wonderful. I know, stunning. I just would talk forever, so I'm just going to move on. Madeline, you have a monologue, right? We're going to put out tonight? And you have, she's been hiding behind her name.